rally got off to a wet start today, as rain showers and high surf momentarily disrupted the technical inspection and participants scrambled in search of higher ground. Once nature cooperated, the inspections concluded smoothly, with all registered vehicles admitted to the rally. The large crowd attending the nightly briefing served as a reminder of the tremendous growth this event has experienced over the last 4 years. It was especially great to see all the familiar faces. Tomorrow, Stage 1 gets underway with a short prologue starting at 8 AM, following a liaison to Tawarit in Morocco. The 5-hour ferry trip from Almira to Nador provides a final opportunity to rest and socialise before the hectic pace of competition begins on the African continent. Stage 1 started at dawn with a short prologue in Almira designed to give all the competitors an introduction to the start procedure, navigation and timing used throughout the rally. Based on preliminary reports, everyone has completed the prologue successfully and no penalties were assessed. Once all the rally vehicles assembled in port, we boarded the vessel to sail us over the Mediterranean to the Moroccan city of Nador. Despite the beautiful weather, the sailing was rather rough as the ship laboured through large swells and choppy seas. After landing and clearing the customs, everyone proceeded to tonight's bivouac in Tawarit just in time for the 9 PM briefing.
Every rally driver must go to Dakar in their life.
The spirit is for amateur, for fair play, for it's another kind to make, because it's not a commercial rally. When you do a commercial and only for money, this is not the same for us.
In this year, I have a chicken truck.
we can here to win the trophy team. For me it's important. The classification is not, but the trophy team, the group team, I want to fight with Danish, with Denmark. I want to do it and I want to win on race with fair place.
we bivouac in Mazoga at the foot of Erg Chebi, the highest dune in Morocco, after a long and demanding day which started before dawn with a 120-kilometre liaison to the start of the first of the 2 time sections of the day under sub-freezing temperatures. The time route descended from a tabletop plateau down dried up seasonal streams onto the rocky plain below, finally culminating with a dune top finish a short distance from the comforts of the camp. There were a number of accident and mishaps, fortunately all without injuries, and with everyone in camp in time for supper, but nevertheless serving as a reminder to take it easy and stay safe. The spectacular scenery will continue tomorrow, following a renowned route to Mohammed. Stage 3 followed traditional pistes from Mazoga to Mohammed through some quintessential Moroccan landscapes, through narrow valleys guarded by ancient forts, across hard rocky plains and over expansive sand dunes. The racing actions heated up in both car and motorbike classes. While there were no crashes, several teams suffered breakdowns, and the local garages were busy performing emergency repairs well into the early morning hours. After 3 days of racing, the fatigue is starting to set in, but spirits are high and the camp abuzz with anticipation of the days ahead.
In Denmark, there's so few girls riding, and I really don't know what to do. I would like to have plenty of more girls. I don't know what to do. I think in this rally, this year we have been 2 girls participating, which is really cool. So I think next year there will be more, because now the girls have seen, okay, there can be girls as well. So I think that's a good beginning.
And everyone told us to get a smaller bike. so we ignored them. Everyone told us to get mousses, so we ignored them too. Paulie, if you're listening to this, you know what, you were right. So we've had the punctures, we've broken the back of the bike, we've been stuck in the dunes, and it's kind of why we came back.
It's good fun.
So it's been good fun.
Challenging stage under optimal conditions through the expansive dunes in the vicinity of Mohammed, the high-speed thrill of crossing the salt flats of Lake Iriki and finishing in the mountains on the approach to Tata. The fatigue is clearly taking its toll on the field as a number of teams were forced to abandon the race, either to injury or mechanical breakdowns. Stage 5 presented a mix of terrain typical for southern Morocco. Fast gravelly plains, small dunes with clumps of vegetation and steep canyons made of broken up bedrock. In the motorcycle class, the competition today was extremely close, with a mere 10 minutes separating the top 3 riders: Rivera, Julian Marino and Giulio Marino. In the cars, the stage victory goes to Glad, followed by Wings and the Marino team.
we try to win through not the car itself, but through navigation. We'll see how it goes.
The last stage of the light race provided a challenging mix of terrain and many navigational challenges. The first special of the day was fast, over relatively flat terrain heading out towards the ocean from Samara. After a quick liaison, the stage continued with a second special where the course descended towards the Atlantic through a labyrinth of steep canyons. Any navigational mistake here resulted in significant time loss, and the rocky terrain caused a lot of damage which the teams were repairing well into the night. The light class is over. Motor category was won by number 231, Manuel Miro Ferraris of Club Adventura Touareg, bike Yamaha WR. Cars category trophy belongs to David and Phyllis Pallo of Jersey's team Portside, number 249, Mercedes Geländewagen.
We have two finishers in the light race cars category, with the winner Team Portside, David Payot and Phyllis Payot. Yeah. In second place we have VP Racing, Ludwig Beck, Jaroslav Hitio. Come on up. In bikes we have one winner, Manel Miro Ferreras from Adventure Touareg. Well done, bravo. Good job.
windy Stage 7 traversed the coastal plains north of Dakar. Unlike previous years, the visibility was perfect and the racing fast and furious. With straightforward terrain, the navigation played a secondary role and all-out speed prevailed. This was the last stage in Morocco, as tomorrow the rally caravan will liaison to Mauritania.
To be a female rider in a man-dominated sport?
Yeah, sure. Well, you feel that in Africa and Spain and wherever you go. But I feel good because I'm always meeting with my family and it's an absolutely nice sport for me. I like too much.
What do you think it would take to bring more girls to riding?
Yeah, I love it. If there's more girls here because included at the first day, we are talking about the feelings because I'm sure it's a little bit different because we have another skills for the same problem, you know. That's it. I would like that more women coming, of course.
And how are you feeling? Are you healthy and feeling well?
Yeah, I feel it. Yesterday I'm really tired. Yesterday, but I wake up this morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, la la, singing, very very nice. I can understand. My body's reversed. Yeah? Everybody are more tired with the day by day, okay? But I'm better. Maybe tomorrow I.
Stage 8 took the rally across the border into Mauritania. As the day was set aside for the liaison and the border formalities went extremely fast, everyone was enjoying a lot of extra time to relax and play around. The Picardia team even unpacked a pair of skis and carved a few turns on the sand dunes behind the bivouac in Bon-Lanour. Despite the playful mood, there is a sense of anticipation for the 3 difficult stages ahead. For many, Stage 9 was the realization of a long-time dream, a classic long Mauritanian stage with fast, firm sections interspersed with deep sand and small dunes. The route followed the railroad tracks carrying the 220-car Colossus train transporting iron ore from Zarat's open pit mines to the coast. The weather was perfect with unlimited visibility unhindered by the blowing sand, which is often a hazard here. In the mountain-bike class, Julian Marino suffered a mechanical problem and lost valuable time in the overall competition, now firmly in Victor Rivera's control. In the cars, the Austrian Ferrari team scored a narrow victory over the Glad DK Bauer. The route of Stage 10 followed fast pistes from Attar to Akiot through camel grass desert landscape reinvigorated by recent rains. Although relatively short with just over 200 kilometres of timed sections, the results heavily favoured good navigation. Team Glad DK scored a stage victory, and the ambitions of the Merino team to win the team trophy suffered a serious blow when Miguel Merino's Yamaha burned down and 2 other team members were penalised for illegal bike substitutions. While Victor Rivera seems to have the motorcycle race all locked up, the car category is still wide open with Glad and Firard cars separated by a very narrow margin. Stage 11, the longest of the Mauritanian stages, proved to be a navigational challenge with the best placements going to riders and teams who cut off about 50 kilometres of the course by choosing a direct approach to the first control point. The windy and dusty conditions were particularly difficult for the bikers, and the relentless terrain contributed to a number of abandonments, including the rally veterans Pauli Jorgensen and the Bacardia Land Rover Discovery. The stage finished at a pristine beachside resort just outside of the Mauritanian capital, Nouakchott. Stage 12 headed south towards the tropics and the savannah. Along the way it skirted through Deerwilling National Park, offering a rare opportunity to catch a glimpse of warthogs, monkeys, an abundant variety of birds. The area's riches were once more displayed in the Bokalik camp that abuts Lac di Barbary National Park, home to over 220 species of birds. With just one stage remaining, competitors buzzed with anticipation of arriving in Dakar. Stage 13, the last test of the rally, started off with a quick sprint down the beach, followed by the last surprise of this year's rally. A control point set atop a large dune in an area known as the Senegalese Sahara. However, after almost 2 weeks driving in the sand, everyone was up to the task. The last 90 kilometres of the stage took place on a wide beach, passing through fishing villages with brightly painted pirogues and fishermen unloading the day's haul, and countless children cheering on the competitors. The stage culminated with the moment everyone has been sacrificing so much for: the arrival at the mythical Lac Rosé, the dream destination for every off-road fan. And for all the hardship, the feeling of reaching the shores of Lac Rosé is impossible to describe. No words can do it justice. You will have to join us to experience it yourself. 14 is traditionally a joyful celebration of the realisation of many dreams, hard work and a lot of suffering. After over 5,500 kilometres, the rally draws to a close as the drivers, riders, service teams and members of the race organisation congratulate each other on reaching the finish line. However, today's stage also served as a reminder that in Africa, one must always remain vigilant, and a lapse in concentration can have severe consequences. On the way back from the finish to the bivouac, one of the big trucks overturned on its side as it was coming down a steep dune. Fortunately, the big Danish team Outback truck was quickly on the scene and the boys managed to pick up the overturned rig quickly. So tonight everyone is safely back in camp, enjoying the big feast and the awards ceremony.
We've been together for 2 weeks, so you know, I think some of us are friends, some of us are rivals, but I think we all touch each other in some way.